Hi guys, welcome back to another video, and today I'll be taking a look at one of the coolest bits of tech I've reviewed in quite a while. This is the Xreal Air Augmented Reality Glasses, giving you the ability of having a 130-inch portable OLED display on the go, and I'll also be showing you their new product, which is the Xreal Beam, which when paired up with the glasses give an awesome viewing experience. And if you've already heard of Xreal, well, this is the same company, but they've rebranded to Xreal, where the X symbolizes extra. Details are in the description below, including purchasing links. So I'll be taking a look at the design and features together with testing it out to see how well it performs when gaming with the Asus ROG Ally, and how good it performs if you used it for sim racing or even streaming movies or watching YouTube, highlighting any pros and cons to give you a better idea if it's worth getting or not. But before I begin, if you're new to the channel, hope you can support me by subscribing and hitting the bell icon to get notified of my next release. And if you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. Let's start by unboxing the Xreal Air. In the packaging, you get the case containing the glasses, which is black and has a nice rubber finish. There's Air written on the top, and you have a zip that goes all the way round. Inside you get the Xreal Air AR glasses, and underneath the flap is a braided USB-C to C cable. Then you have some documentation, a cloth to wipe the lenses, 2 additional nose rest clips, a prescription lens frame which you can take to an optician to get your prescription lenses done if you wore glasses, and finally a light shield that blocks out the light to give more of an immersive viewing experience. Now unboxing the Xreal Beam. Inside the packaging you get the X Beam adapter and some documentation, and that's it. Taking a closer look at the glasses, and they look just like a normal pair of sunglasses with a slightly larger size, with the width being 5.83 inches, the heights 2.05 inches, and with the arms closed it's 2.36 inches. Weighing around just 80 grams. The top part of the frame is quite bulky as it contains a sensor which tracks your head movement, and it has the 2 micro OLED 1080p displays providing a 46 degrees field of view. Below that is an angled glass on each of the lenses which provides the OLED display in front of your eyes to provide the augmented reality view. There's a USB Type-C connection point at the back of the left arm, and this is how it's powered as it doesn't have any batteries inbuilt, which helps to keep the design quite slim and compact, so it would have to be connected via the cable continuously to be powered and working. On each side you've got down-firing open air speakers together with a dual microphone array. There's 2 buttons on the right arm, one to power the device on and off and the other to adjust the brightness. The side arms are adjustable with 3 different positions, which helps to get a more comfortable fit depending on how they rest on your ears. And if you do wear glasses, you can get away with wearing the Xreal Air in front of your existing glasses, but you may need to cover the head sensor in the middle to make it work due to the increased distance from your forehead. And even like this, the viewing experience is pretty good. Setting this up is quite easy. It relies on the USB cable being plugged in to the glasses and the other end into your Android phone, but this is only supported on certain devices. Or you could connect it directly into the X Beam, and this allows you to connect it to an iPhone using a Lightning to digital AV adapter, or to your PC or gaming console. One of the adapters that they sell also allows you to use a HDMI port on your gaming console, iPhone or PC, or you could just connect it directly to your Android mobile. The Xreal Beam provides the Xreal Air with 3 degrees of freedom motion tracking, along with additional computational power, giving you a spatial display where you can fix the virtual screen to a certain direction to give a more natural and intuitive interface. At the top you have the on-off button, the red button on the left allows you to change display mode, and the blue button allows you to adjust the volume. The large round button at the front gives you the ability to navigate around the interface, and the inner circle lets you confirm your selection, with the lower button being your back button, and long pressing this returns you back to home. It has a 4870 milliampere battery that's capable of providing up to 3.5 hours of play, and you can get a 0 to 50% charge in just 30 minutes. There's 2 USB-C ports at the bottom capable of supporting simultaneous charging and playing. The Xreal Beam also allows you to connect to devices wirelessly or via Bluetooth, giving the Air even more flexibility than ever before. So let's test this out with my Android phone. It's only compatible with certain models, so you can use it without installing any software, but you can gain additional functionality by installing the Nebula app. I've got it plugged into my Samsung S21 with the device powering the glasses directly. This gives you just one mode of operation, which is the AR space, and this is essentially just a virtual screen in front of you, giving a 130-inch display where you're able to mirror the display in either portrait or landscape mode. And if you had a Samsung phone, even Samsung DeX is supported, giving you a full desktop experience. Installing the Nebula app allows you to flip between this and the AR Space, which is your personal portal to a suite of experimental AR content, some developed by Xreal and some by third-party developers. I've got it in air casting mode with my phone playing a YouTube video which is doing a straight screen mirror, and with this you can see your surroundings as you move your head. The mirrored image stays in front of you, which is quite good as you can still see what's going on around your surroundings. So if you're using it when you're traveling, you're not fully immersed in the viewing experience, enabling you to see what's going on around you. But if you wanted a fully immersive experience, you can use the light shield to block out any light in front of you. Picture quality through the glasses is pretty impressive, with the micro OLED displays providing a 1080p resolution. It's pretty tricky to show with a camera what I'm seeing, but here's what it looks like. I don't think my camera does it any justice, as the picture clarity and sharpness is really good. It has an sRGB 108 color gamut and an 8-bit color depth supporting over 16 million colors, with a 100,000 to 1 contrast ratio providing 400 nits of perceived brightness. Colors look vibrant, with the picture quality looking crisp, and video playback is smooth, working really well. If you owned an iPhone, you can't use it directly like you can on an Android device. You'd have to get the Xreal adapter or Beam to use it with it. Now let's test out some gaming, and this is where the Xreal Beam comes into action. So connecting it to the glasses, it has an inbuilt battery that can power the glasses, and you can take one of these Type-C to HDMI cables so you can plug it into any device. So for instance, the PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, a PC, or even a handheld console. I've got it plugged into my Xbox Series X, and looking in resolution, you've got 1080p and 720. Then looking in TV details, nothing is selected, meaning it doesn't support 4K at 120 Hz or HDR. Moving on to video modes, and only YCC is selected and nothing else, so even VRR is not supported. But the thinking behind this is very different from using a monitor or TV, as it allows you to have the big screen experience on the go, and it's pretty useful if you're limited for space, and there's only so much you can pack into such a small compact device. But even with these limitations, it actually works pretty well, providing a 60 Hz refresh rate and generally giving quite a good gaming experience. Obviously it's not going to match the experience you'd get on a high-end gaming monitor, but nevertheless it's light to wear, unlike having a bulky VR headset. But obviously you won't get the immersion like you would with VR, as it's a completely different concept with no chance of feeling nauseous. I've tried it on my PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X, and the experience was good, with it being responsive with no noticeable lag. I've even tried it out with some sim racing, which was actually pretty good, as you're able to fix the position of the screen, allowing you to look around your environment as if you had a real screen in front. Now the biggest benefit I see with a product like this is gaming on the go to get the big screen experience. So perfect with the Steam Deck or with the Asus ROG Ally, which is what I have here. You can plug it into the Type-C port directly from the Xreal Air into the ROG Ally, and it just mirrors display, giving a 130-inch display. Performance with this is pretty good, with the screen in a fixed position directly in front of you. But if you wanted a bit more flexibility, this is where the Xreal Beam comes into play. And to use it, you'd plug the glasses into the Xreal Beam and the other port to the ROG Ally via a Type-C cable. But if you're using it with a gaming console, you'd use one of these Type-C to HDMI cables. With the Xreal Beam, you get 3 viewing modes. The first one is a body anchor that gives 3 degrees of freedom, which basically keeps the screen in a fixed position, even if your head moves from side to side or up or down. So if you look away from the screen, it doesn't follow you, and you'd have to look back in the original position to see it again. Then you have smooth flow, which keeps the display stable even when the environment around you is moving. So for example, when you're on a train or in a car. So with this, even with your head shaking, the display stays static with minimal to no movement, giving a better viewing experience. And then there's a side view which shrinks the display and moves it to the side so you can see what's going on around you and still keep an eye on the display at the side. As well as this, you're able to change the distance and screen size, giving you the ability to take it to 330 inches. So it's like having your own portable iMacs. You're even able to use it with a PC or Mac, as there's a virtual desktop which you'd use with their Nebula software, which lets you see your screen on the Xreal Air display rather than using a monitor. The glasses have an inbuilt mic, and this is the quality to expect from it, as the recording you're currently hearing is being picked up by the inbuilt microphone, and it generally works pretty well. Audio quality is not bad with the inbuilt speakers, nothing amazing, but it's still enough to generally give a good experience. But obviously it's not going to be as immersive as using headphones. They're positioned to be down-firing, with them being as close as possible to your ears, so you can't easily tell there's speakers there. Here's a quick demo of the sound quality to give you an idea of what to expect.
Turn sharp left.
So in summary, the Xreal Air and Xreal Beam provide quite an impressive augmented reality experience, allowing you to have a massive 130-inch display on the go, so perfect if you're traveling or limited for space at home. The Xreal Beam helps to enhance the whole experience, providing additional stability to give a smooth viewing experience, together with allowing you to have the screen fixed in a position or even as a side screen. Plus it allows you to increase the size even larger, so it's like having your own portable IMAX cinema. I was really impressed with the picture quality, with the colors being vibrant and crisp from the micro OLED 1080p displays. It's compact and light and comes in a nice carry case to keep it secure, making it a great travel accessory, perfect for movies or gaming. Price wise, the Xreal Air comes in at $379 and the Xreal Beam is $119. But if you buy the bundle, this comes in at just $488. So there you have it. You've come to the end of another video, and I hope it's helped anyone thinking of purchasing this. Details are in the description below, including purchasing links. And if you have any questions on the Xreal Air or the Xreal Beam, then let me know in the comments below. And for those of you who've got to the end of this video, please leave a comment with Xreal, as it's nice to know who's got to the end of my video. And hopefully you guys enjoyed it. You can follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook and Twitter. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to be notified of my next release. Thanks for viewing and see you in the next one.